I haven't had this problem personally, although I also don't really use the Joy-Cons very frequently because my hands are not built to use Joy-Cons. But as we've talked about in the past, Nintendo had a lot of problems and continues to with Joycon Drift, where like the motion control drift is like really terrible on the Joy-Con. Specifically, I can't remember which side it is, but it's one of the two sides. And now, it's only early days, and PlayStation 5's DualSense controllers are starting to drift as well. It seems any controller that you slap motion controls into right off the bat just want to drift. This fucking Fast and the Furious and you know, Lil Bow Wow is trying to have a career outside of music or some shit. So Sony is, of course, as you might expect, immediately getting slapped with a class action lawsuit because just like there's ambulance chasers, there seems to be drifting controller chasers in the lawyer community, and so they've gotten behind this already and are trying to sue them for that drift. I mean, really, let's be real. I mean, Joy-Cons are fucking expensive. The DualSense controllers are fucking expensive. The last thing you want to do is have a brand new console with this fancy ass controller that you're enjoying all these new features, and then the shit just starts fucking drifting off your screen every time you try and use it. That shouldn't happen. And who wants to go through a return, like a return or an exchange on a fucking like controller 3 months into using it, or less? It's just nutty. So unfortunate. The class action suit actually did result in some stuff on Nintendo's side. So it wouldn't shock me now that there's been precedent that if Sony doesn't get their shit together really quick, that they're also going to catch some legal heat for it as well. And Xbox with exactly zero motion controls is probably going to get out unscathed. Although there is also analog stick drifting that can happen, so fucking I don't know. I do think that it gets a bit silly after a while. Like sometimes people chase this a little too hard. Like, you just gotta roll with the punches. Like, can you imagine back in the day with the N64 after you've used that fucking analog stick? No. And it started to powder up like cocaine?
Dude, I could boot up 007, have my N64 controller there, and she's just scrolling across the screen.
That's the perfect example, because it's definitely the one game that you notice immediately. You turn it on, and you got the file folders, like, which one are we going to? And the fucking, the dots just going like...
and you can just see the top of it. You're just like it's hanging there.
It's so they get so loose. It's so fucking true. Like that's so fucking accurate.
Shit just fucking hanging there. You know, I got a controller there.
There you go. Oh yeah, I've got like 5 or 6 because the guys always used to come over and play N64 once a week, and we play GoldenEye, and we play rock paper scissors for who was gonna get like the shit tier controller that you had like zero analog movement with, and I eventually pulled a couple apart and replaced the springs with new ones, and a new analog stick, and that was a nightmare to fucking do. Yeah. And that helped quite a bit, but oh my god, can you imagine if people were that litigious back in the day?
If anybody out there wants to practice, you know,
getting Shy Guy across the room in Mario Party,
pleasure in your lady friend, get yourself an N64 controller, and you'll be off to the races.
Bro, I'm pretty sure that my right hand is capable of driving nails into a board just from the amount of getting Shy Guy across the room in Mario Party.
Oh, Mario Party's...
Bro, the fucking heat, the heat from the friction was real. You'd have a blister and shit. You'd start doing strats where you'd be taping Band-Aids and duct tape.
Yeah, it's bad.
Did you ever get that motherfucker across the room? Because I never did.
No, it just doesn't happen. I don't even know if it can happen.
We need a tool-assisted Shy Guy run. Get him across the room. Let the bot do all the work.